Hello everybody and welcome back to the Beginner's Guide. Of course, this is Fixer. We're traversing through the history of games made by Coda, apparently. It's what I'm being told, although I'm not sure I believe what I'm being told. Hey look!
It's the puzzle again.
It is.
With the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay. Are we going to see more and more of those, I guess? No. You there, did you come
Here,
from
Coda
above?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I'm upset about the prison I didn't spend hours in. That's the world above. You've been there. Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we just only met. I'm going with that. What? But you don't understand. We're trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. I'll describe it. No, that isn't possibly enough. I need to actually be there. I cannot simply be told what it is. I must see it myself. I must escape this prison. There must be an ending. Like the Stanley Parable. They're all listening. Why do they have a furnace? Can't do anything with it. I can't get up there. Alright, well, I guess that's it. Whoa. I was about to say see ya, but I guess not. Oh. Oh, are we going to be forced to do it again? Is there a puzzle you had to pass through? Nope. I've been right here the entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. Who are you? Just go hang out there in the blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you eventually. Okay. I'll maybe do that.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
I feel like I'm Hoth. Alright, so we're in some kind of
It's a lamp
courtyard.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Will they now? Oh, sayonara. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Nice room. Not. Are these really left by other players?
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Really strange.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
What the hell?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. I don't know what the hell to do. Jesus Christ. What I want to do is run. I don't seem to have the option to do that, though. What the shit is this even? Boring. I can assure you, guarantee that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. This is bizarre. This is beyond bizarre. Do I just keep doing this? There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Alright, well the door doesn't open. I didn't really expect it to. Oh my good God. Alright, I'm not going to check all these. Even though he says that there isn't any kind of reward for checking them all, I would hazard a guess that there probably is. But I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'll come back and do that if I find out that there is. But this would take forever to do. Jesus Christ. Colorful. Maybe I'll feel real someday. I beat the game. What the hell is this? Oh my god.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help. Help. Shit, how do you solve it? This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Okay. I was just about to say, what the hell is that noise? How do you leave notes? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to speak. Oh.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Porn stars die too. I don't think anybody's really doubted that, but, thank you. The hell? I want to go up in there. I was about to say, is that recurring? Oh, we're in a well.
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Alright, so the furniture ought to go in the center of the room. Let's put a giant hole in the ground. That's not a hole, that's a table. What about along the wall in the room? That's a pretty huge picture of a horse. Aww, it makes me sad. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Sure. It's not a Tesla coil. I have a table, you jerk. I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Well, there's a maze.
So, okay, He throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. Do I have to walk forward? I do. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care. First, click on this table. Good, go over to the photo frame and click it to turn it slightly. I don't want to. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. What? Should I? I don't even know what is escape.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
Oh.
And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Alright, looks like there's a door in this house, but I can't... Or is that a window? But I can't go inside. Okay. How is this the same thing? Because it isn't. Is this a phone booth? I can't move. Hello, who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Well, that's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. Actually, it does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. Makes me feel real happy. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? You need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Tell me how you feel right now. What? That will free me? How does that work? Just tell me how you feel, damn it. Listen to yourself. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
I suppose so. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Alright, but I think that's enough for this episode. This is definitely a strange game. It even has a little bit of a Kentucky Route Zero vibe to it in some way. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.